Hi everybody, and welcome to this short introduction to meditation or mindfulness or just an awareness practice. My name is Michelle Lyons and I'm really glad that you're joining me. So without further ado, let's jump in. The first thing to think about when you are starting a meditation practice is to choose your place. Where are you going to do this? Now, ideally, when you're starting to practice, if you are new to this, it's like building a new set of muscles. So you want to maybe choose somewhere that you're not going to be disturbed. You may want to avoid your kitchen at breakfast time with the news on, music on, lots of comings and goings. If you can find somewhere quiet to sit. Ideally, as you strengthen your meditation muscles over time, you'll be able to meditate anywhere. But until you get to that level of strength and awareness, I think it's a good idea to find somewhere where you can practice with a little bit of peace and quiet, just until you build up a little bit of resilience with that regard. The next step, I think, is to choose your time. I think it can be really useful to do a little meditation in the morning to set your tone for the day. This is something that I am aspiring to do. It can be difficult to stop yourself just reaching for your phone first thing and seeing what's on other people's agendas for your day, checking emails and checking messages. But if you can just even spend a couple of minutes in quiet awareness, focusing on yourself, on your breath, setting your intention for the day so that you are in charge of steering the ship and managing your responses, I think it just helps you sit a little bit deeper in the saddle and gives you a solid foundation from which to launch. Preparing to meditate is about making sure, as we said, that you're not going to be disturbed. Whether you're doing this in the morning or the evening time or during the day. But it's also about controlling your controllables in terms of potential distractions. So turning your phone to do not disturb, wearing comfortable clothing that you're not going to have to fidget with. I think it's best to do this in a seated position. I do like walking meditation as well. My own failing is that if I do meditation lying down, I will sometimes fall asleep. So I think, sitting somewhere comfortably, where you've got your feet on the ground, you can feel the chair or the cushion underneath you, but your body feels comfortable. It's not a distraction to you. You're not wearing restrictive clothing. Your environment is comfortable. So you're setting yourself up for success. I would start by setting an achievable target time. So if you've never done a seated meditation before, don't start out trying to do it for a half an hour. Maybe pick 2 minutes to start with, just bringing your awareness to the breath. Using an app, Calm, Insight Timer, Headspace, there's lots of great apps out there. But I think sometimes just keeping it really simple and setting a timer for 2 minutes to start with, 1 minute, even 30 seconds. Can you keep your awareness on your breath without fidgeting, without getting wrapped up in what has happened, what might happen in the future, just really keeping your attention on the present time, on the breath, just observing your thoughts, not getting swept up and carried away with them. The simplest type of meditation, I think, is to focus on the breath. And this can literally be as simple as inhale 1, exhale 2. And just inhale 1, exhale 2. And if you find yourself getting distracted and thinking thoughts about things that you have to do or to get when you go grocery shopping, or you've got homework to do, you've got other people to take care of, just gently bringing your attention back. Inhale 1, exhale 2. So that unless there's blood or fire involved or some other emergency, you can stop yourself getting swept up in the distraction and just gently lead yourself back to the breath. Your breath is always with you, so it's a really useful meditation tool to be able to tap into. Just inhale 1, exhale 2. There's a couple of great meditation teachers out there from a variety of different religious traditions. Meditation doesn't have to have religious overtures at all, but there are a couple of great thinkers out there. Thich Nhat Hanh is a Vietnamese monk, and he's written multiple books on the subject of meditation, but he has a beautiful series of calligraphy quotes and sayings that can be quite useful for your meditation practice. I particularly like this one. So on the inhale, I have arrived. On the exhale, I am home. I have arrived. I am home. It's about finding something that resonates with you and that's easy to remember as well. It could be I am inhaling calm. I am exhaling calm. I am inhaling peace. I am exhaling peace. Find something that works for you. If you're having trouble with quotes or with sayings or remembering them, just stick with simply inhale 1, exhale 2, and seeing if you can get all the way to a count of 10 maybe before you have to come back. So you might just keep it at inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 1, exhale 2, or you could progress it to inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, inhale 5, exhale 6. And then you get distracted and you start thinking about picking up dry cleaning or all the things that you have to do. You gently lead your attention back to the breath and you start over again. Inhale 1, exhale 2. So the goal is to remain focused on the breath, to make sure that we're breathing, that we're slowing the breathing down, we're paying attention to the sensation of the breath coming in through the nose, expanding the lungs, softening the belly, relaxing the pelvic floor, and then passively letting it go again. So it's a slow, conscious type of breathing where you're really just listening to the sensations of the breath. And sometimes what can happen is our mind, because we're trained to scroll on our phones or use the remote control to flip through all the television channels, we can get distracted quite easily, like a toddler in a supermarket. So sometimes you just have to take that toddler by the hand and just gently bring them back to inhale 1, exhale 2. So that's what a lot of the Zen meditation masters would call your monkey mind, where you start like thinking about all the things you have to do, all the things you didn't do right, and you just keep rambling off in multiple different directions. So just slowing it down, bringing it back. Inhale 1, exhale 2. Another really nice breathing strategy can be alternate nostril breathing. So if you get your thumb and your pinky, okay, and you close your left nostril with your little finger, okay, so you're inhaling through the right nostril, closing and opening, and exhaling out the left. Then you inhale through the left, close, open, and exhale out the right. And there are a number of studies showing that this alternate nostril breathing, which comes from a yogic tradition, you'll sometimes see it referred to in the literature as cardiac coherence breathing. But even 5 minutes a day of that has been shown to change cardiac function. So it's a very, very simple tool. You probably have all the equipment that you already need. It's remembering to do it, to set a timer on your phone. 5 minutes a day in non-yoga practitioners was shown to have quite a significant effect on autonomic functioning. So it's certainly a very simple tool that you can use to bring awareness to the breath. And sometimes when you are sitting and breathing and meditating, thoughts will come and the goal is to let them go again. So sometimes, when we're watching a news program, you're watching the main program and there's a little ticker tape of information that's going across the bottom. Your thoughts can be a little bit like that. So they will come, but let them go again as well. Don't get swept away with them. Remember, just take that toddler by the hand and gently lead them back to inhale 1, exhale 2. So the goal of meditation is not that you don't think, it's just that you notice yourself thinking and then you lead your attention back to the breath again. Another of my favorite teachers is Pema Chodron, who's a Tibetan Buddhist nun. She's written a number of really, really helpful books and she's got some great audios out there as well. but she talks about how you are the sky, everything else is the weather. And so I often think about this one like when you're in an airplane and you are taking off, and it might be a little bit grey or overcast when the plane is sitting on the ground, and then the plane takes off and you go through the clouds and you see blue sky. And the blue sky was there all along, but the clouds were disguising it and were hiding it from plain sight. And I think that's what she's talking about with this quote. So things will come and go, but the blue sky is the constant. The blue sky is always there. So weather comes and goes, it changes, but the blue sky is always there behind the weather. So to always have that in the back of your mind and just to have that awareness and that consciousness. Another weather-related example here. This is just a little meme that I came across on Facebook to talk about acceptance, and here in Ireland, we're generally fairly obsessed about the weather. We love to talk about the weather. So it could be that it's raining, because it also rains a lot here. I don't like rain. I wish it wasn't raining. If it wasn't raining, my day is, ruined. Every day is like this. It's always like this. Why does it always rain? All I want is for it to be sunny. Or it's raining. Yep. Because you're the sky and everything else is the weather. It just is. It's raining. It's neither good nor bad. So if you can't do one big meditation throughout the day, I actually think it can be more valuable to do lots of mini meditations and check-ins on your awareness throughout the day. So I have a couple of different suggestions for how you can do that. Sometimes it is just every time you flip a light switch, just to check in with yourself, or if there's something that you do regularly throughout the day, washing your hands, putting the kettle on for a cup of tea, every time the ads come on, every time you hear the phone ring, just to do a little check-in with yourself and just a maybe a quick, am I holding any tension in my body? Where am I holding tension? Bring your awareness to that area. Can you let that go? So starting your day off right, just a couple of minutes, breathing, setting your intention for the day, setting your attention for the day as well as your intention, and just focusing on building a good foundation from where you can start your day. Another little trick is every time you go by a mirror, just to check in with yourself, every time you see your reflection, can I stop? Can I breathe? Can I let go of tension? Can I remember? And those little stress stops throughout the day, when you find yourself starting to ramp up, at your desk working, can you just stop, sit in your chair and bring your awareness to the sensations that you're feeling? What can you feel? Can you feel your feet on the ground, the shoes on your feet, your hips in the chair? What can you see? Can you look out the window? What can you hear? What can you smell? So you get out of that spiraling in your head and you kind of ground it in physical sensations. And then of course you always bring the attention back to the breath again. Having a gratitude list at the end of each day as well, I think can be quite useful. 3 things that you're grateful for each day. And there's actually a good body of evidence that practice of gratitude, the active practice of gratitude, as Brene Brown calls it, can really be helpful in terms of resetting your stress levels. If you have had a bad day, to do a little debrief with yourself, acknowledge it was a bad day, and give yourself a few minutes to wallow in it and to and let it all out. But then being able to put it down and not perseverate or catastrophize about it, and actually think, okay, so what did I learn from that? What will I do differently next time? So there's some way to gain some sort of positivity from it. A nice evening practice as well would be, what moments of happiness did I notice today? Did I pay attention to today? It could be just something working out right for you, an email that you got, an exam that's passed, good health results for somebody. Just small little moments of gratitude throughout the day, to notice them, to acknowledge them, and then to remember them at the end of the day. And I think the other thing that can be quite helpful as well is, I don't know about you, but sometimes I can wake up with a to-do list and then I'm going to bed and there's still a lot of things left on that to-do list. What can you mentally shift from your to-do list to a done list, and just to acknowledge that you've accomplished something throughout the day. So this is where it becomes really important to be very selective with what you put on your to-do list, to have a realistic to-do list, and pick maybe 3 priorities to get done that day, so that that's how you start your day, and then in the evening you have a done list, and you can park that then with some sense of accomplishment that you've achieved it. So that's just some brief meditation, mindfulness, stress management, resilient tools that hopefully you'll find some usefulness from. Sometimes it's just really simple, even to use little tools like this. This is just a child's toy, and just to focus on inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Sometimes just putting your hand onto your chest, onto your tummy, letting the tension go. Trying to breathe in and out through your nose, keeping your lips together, your teeth apart, keeps the jaws nice and relaxed. Doing a little body scan. I've already posted a video for a body scan and breath meditation. So hopefully these tools will be useful for you in terms of stress management and giving you some strategies to manage your awareness and your clarity, and hopefully to find some peace and calm in difficult times. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.